Welcome to UAPB Currents. My guest today is Lekita Goins, who is the Assistant Director of Technical Services in charge of printing, mail, TV, and radio.
That's it.
Lots of departments for you, and I must say the best and most exciting departments on campus for you.
All right, I agree with that.
And also, Lekita is a host for a show here on UAPB TV. She's the host of Fit and Bold.
Fit and Bold.
So she's the one who brings all of you wonderful recipes and
exercise and doctors.
Right.
We have the doctors come on and tell us about health issues that are important to us and everybody.
Right. And so tell us a little bit more about Fit and Bold and kind of how it got started, and make your little quick plea for guests to come on for the show, because we're always looking for guests.
Happily do that. It started, and Miss Cynthia Anderson here on campus asked me to be on the committee for Black and Gold Fit and Bold. And it was already a great committee formed and people that work hard on it. And I wanted to do it, but I wanted to really contribute. So I spoke with them about what did they think about a show, and they thought it was good. So we just ran with it after I talked to you guys.
Right. And for those of you who may not be familiar with Black and Gold Fit and Bold, that is our health initiative here at the university. And it's been a big push to get our employees healthy, to get the community healthy too, and it's been great. We have water aerobics classes. A new session actually starts on September 25th, I believe, and we have line dancing and Zumba classes, and there's been other things. It kind of changes as time goes, but we always have some classes going on, and the community can come in, and we really encourage the employees to come. Right. And I think that's an important thing to remember, that even though it's something that's here for campus and was started for university employees, it includes, and a lot of the participants are actually people from the community who come and join and register for the classes. And so you can contact Ms. Cynthia Anderson's office at the number on the screen and find out more information about registering for classes as they come available, and just getting yourself on that email list so that you can stay in contact, because they always have something going on.
They always have something going on, and then you watch the show and it features different health topics each time, so you can find out more about heart disease, cardiac disease, diabetes, all types of issues we cover here, and we're going to continue to cover more issues.
Right. And then, as well as talking about the different health issues, then you also, like you said, do an exercise segment.
Right.
And my favorite sometimes is the food segment.
The food segment. You like to sample.
Right.
So we really encourage people from the community to come out and come be on the show. You don't have to be a chef. You don't have to be some big nutritionist. You just have to be someone who wants to eat better and live healthier. And you can come be on the show. You can make anything from something with barley or oats to something like collard greens healthier.
Right.
So if you want to contact me, you can look at my number on the screen. You can call me, or if you're a doctor and you want to come out and you want to be on the show, we really need people to cook and exercise as well. So, and you can also email comments to fitandbold@uapb.edu.
Okay. All right. And now we'll move on to some of your other duties. We'll get into some of the other hats that you wear.
Okay.
Now, one of your, I guess, primary, where we always find you when we're looking for you, is printing.
Right.
But again, you're also over campus mail and the radio and television stations here.
Right. And all those departments fall under technical services. And as assistant director, those are my duties, to be in those areas, and we'll just make sure everything's going smoothly, and you all take care of that. So.
Right, right. Because some people may be confused about the fact that our station manager here at the television station is Randy Kelly, and the station manager at the radio station is Finley Hill.
Right, and we also have a print manager, Barbara Mazik, and we have a mail manager, Miss Shirley Turner. So, and they're there because they're there every day in those areas, and they do a wonderful job. And we're a service. Technical service is a service, and each area under that is a service. So the print shop, we can only print for the campus, alumni, employees, and students. And we can do campus jobs and we can do their personal jobs, but we can't just print for the community in general. So that's something a lot of people don't know. I get those calls a lot.
I know that because I knew that I have come and gotten things printed before, but I didn't realize it was because I'm an employee
and alumni. You're covered on a couple levels. So, but what we do, we can print many things. We print books, brochures. We print for students. Students come in, sometimes they get special assignments. They have to have them printed in color. We'll print those in color for the students for a small charge. And we also do faxing for students and scanning. And we do, a lot of times we'll do graduation invitations for students. We have graphic artists in the print shop, and they set everything up and we print it out, and it's good to go.
Now, I know that's something probably that will be helpful to the students, because they may not have realized that there are simple things that the print shop does, because I know you guys do, you know, large jobs,
big banners,
like banners
and vinyl banners. We do.
And all of those types of things, but it is helpful for the students to know that they can come and for a small fee get reports printed out and do faxing and things like that without having to go to some outside retailer to
and
get
if
those
they
things
need
done.
something faxed, like from campus department to department, all that's free. So they can come in and get that done. You need something taken care of for your financial aid or something like that. Just come over and see us, and we're going to do what we can to be that student support service.
All right. Now, we're going to get ready to go to break, but again, before we do, speak briefly about the graphic design aspect, because I know that sometimes, you know, we all think that we're wonderful designers and I'll bring something in
and we happily print things for people who design things themselves or set things up themselves, but our designers are more trained, and so they can get things more print ready, because all the time what looks good on the screen does not print well. Our designers are different because they are trained in pre-press, which means they can design for a plate maker, which goes to a big press machine to run, and a lot of people cannot do that because you have specific color breakdowns that have to be set up right. So you can bring it in. It's minimum on campus is no fee for departments. For other people, there's just a very minimum. It's not like when you go out and people charge $50 an hour. So they can come in, they have everything they need to have to get the job done.
All right, when we come back on UAPB Currents, then we're going to talk a little bit more about our technical services and some of the other departments that we have here under the technical services area. We'll be right back on UAPB Currents.
The forest is a magical place for your whole family, with animals and fun all around. So discover the forest and explore all the wonder that's there. Visit discovertheforest.org to find a forest near you.
Welcome back to UAPB Currents, and again, our guest today is Ms. Lekita Goins, who is the Assistant Director of Technical Services over the areas of printing, mail, television, and radio. And we've already had an opportunity to talk about two of your personal duties as the host of Fit Bold's book to be on the show. And printing services, and now we're going to talk a little bit about the umbrella of technical services and what exactly that is.
We're a support unit for the campus, And we say that because it's our job to know about the technology, to have it in place so that when people are ready to use it, it's there. And so we support the campus, we support, and under that falls the employees, departments, and students. So there are several different services. You have Blackboard that the students and teachers can use. You have Web Advisor, and all of these areas are really important. Web Advisor now, and there's constantly new features being added.
Right.
So now on Web Advisor, they've done new things with financial aid. So financial aid now, they can post your award and you can go and accept it online, and they will get it later to show that you accept this award online, and it saves time from calling, trying to figure out if you have an award. Is there.
Right.
There's also, for example, admissions. You can go online and do your application online and submit it online.
Right.
So everything is there. And one big thing that came out was the My UAPB card.
Okay.
So now you have this card, it doubles as your student ID, and employees can even have it with their ID. The big thing about this is you can get your refund on your card directly.
Right.
Some people do direct deposit, but this is a quicker way. It's on the card. You can take this card and you can get the cash back, or you can use it on campus for your meal plan. When students go to the football games, you get in free because you're a student.
Right.
You swipe your My UAPB card.
Oh, okay.
So this card comes from public safety. You go there when you're enrolled, they have your information in the system. They get you a card, and you try to keep up with it, do not lose it. Yeah. But if you do, you can go get a replacement card for a fee.
Okay. Now, do you know what about for those parents who may be out there watching and they have students who are going to be incoming, who may, start second semester or who are looking to come to UAPB next year, what are they able to do? I know you said admissions, they can do their applications online. And then once they're accepted to the university, with their information about financial aid and everything be online as well?
Yes, once you submit everything that they ask for, they give you an admissions packet, and that would be someone, they would need to contact admissions for their information. But once you do the application, I believe now you get a UAPB email.
Okay.
And then that's another thing that the campus is moving towards. We've already had the student email in place long ago, but now it's really being enforced. This is the best way to contact the students.
Right.
You have other email addresses, and some people don't check them or they get compromised. This way we know it's secure.
Right.
We know that the information was sent to you, and it's the best way to communicate on campus.
Okay. All right. Now let's move into mail services, since we're talking about services that are on campus, because our technical services department is here to serve, as Lekita said, our students and faculty and staff here on campus. But we can't fix your internet if you're not on campus. So another service that's on campus is mail, and this show is a service also to our students, so we want to make sure that information that they're getting informed about things.
So the mail centers on campus is connected to the building with the student union, and so you can go there. If you are a student and you live on campus, when you get into your dorm and everything's set up, they'll give you a slip to bring to the mail center. You bring us that slip, that gives you an assigned box there. So you can pick up your mail from that box. The thing is, you need to make sure you tell people, please address it. First, you need to have a name. And when I say it is not arbitrary, a lot of people send mail with no names on it, or to student.
Okay.
So you have to put your name, you put your mail slot number, which you'll get when you bring that slip to the campus. We also went digital a couple years ago. So now when you receive a package, you will get it, it'll get scanned, and you'll have an email sent to you. Okay. Usually it takes a few weeks after school start, maybe 3 weeks to a month, because we have to wait till all the students are registered to update the emails. But you'll get a email message saying your package is here, your FedEx or UPS package is here, so you can come to the mail center and pick it up.
Oh, okay. That's good.
Okay. And so you can always pick your mail up from the mail center. It's open. Make sure you don't lose your key to your box. So, because it's the replacement fee for it.
Okay.
But it's there for, and we also have a courier route for departments. Now, you can sign up and be on the courier route, and we have a courier that goes out and he picks up the mail and he delivers the mail once a day.
Okay. Now, you have to sign up to be on
the department courier list
route?
You do. So you sign up, small fee, and we come in. But you don't have to worry about dropping your mail at the mail center, picking it up. So it's a good service.
Okay. All right. That's something, again, to find out that I didn't know, because I was used to seeing Keith come by the radio station, but he doesn't always come by here. But we don't get a lot of mail for some reason. Send us letters to UAPB TV station.
You all want letters?
We'll take letters. We like to get mail here at the television station as well, or maybe not. I don't know. Emails, smoke signals, all those kinds of things.
If they want to participate, definitely.
Yeah, absolutely.
Right.
Yes, because we do have all types of things going on here on campus. So that is. Now, how can we contact, before we go to break and move on into TV and radio, if someone has questions on campus for technical services? I mean, not technical services, but mail. Yeah, and technical services.
I always tell people this because it's the easy thing. I tell them dial 870-575-8000. That's the main line, and you can just ask, I'll need to speak to someone in technical services or mail, and they will direct you to the right person.
Right.
And or if you're near here or on the campus, all of our buildings are wireless, so you can just log in and send an email.
Oh, okay. All right. And those email addresses and everything are on the bottom of the screen, and so that would probably be a quick and easy way, because another thing that we didn't mention is technical services. For those of you on campus, has where you can do a technical services job request.
That's right.
Online, so that if you are having any types of problems with any of your
computers, printers, or you want to put in a work order for TV or print or radio, is there as a TS job request using the same credentials that you log in to your PC with.
Okay, and that's a great segue for us to go to break and come back and talk about how you can get services from my favorite places, TV and radio. All right, we'll be right back on UAPB Currents.
The average text takes your eyes off the road for nearly 5 seconds. Stop the texts, stop the wrecks.
Welcome back to UAPB Currents, and again we're joined by Lekita Goins, who is the Assistant Director for Technical Services, Print, Mail, Television, and Radio. You all right?
I'm good.
Now, on to our favorite places, and you don't have to say they're yours. I'll say
okay, I won't say that. Everywhere's my favorite.
Right. Right. Everywhere's her favorite, guys. Don't be jealous. Okay. But television and radio services that we have here on campus at UAPB. And television, radio are, I guess, I don't know how you would describe them in their service component.
I would like to say first, we're funded in large part by Title III. So when people see those messages, I'm sure all the time, but I'll throw it out there again. But I feel that our primary service, and we actually have several, but to me it's the students.
Right.
We have mass communication students on campus. And I'll say that because it's the obvious, but I also want to encourage other students who are just interested in TV and radio. But we're here, we have mass comm students, they can come, and we have full service radio and TV stations. The television station is fully equipped, although y'all probably like a little more space, but it's fully equipped, and it's 4 in-house shows that run. You also go and capture other events on campus, convocations, graduation, pep rallies. It's anything on campus, you all go out and capture that. And the students can come by. You have to volunteer, and that's why I tell the students, you can't just start from nowhere. You come over and you learn, and you and Mr. Kelly and Mr. Stubbs, you all are willing to help these students get to where they need to be. And they can come, you all do a lot of the football, basketball. There's so many opportunities to come out and learn.
Right.
So you don't want to have a major, and this is opinion, where you just go and get a degree, because it's not enough now.
Right.
You have to, the people ask you at job interviews, what is your experience?
Right.
And you can't say I was in school.
Right.
It's not enough.
Yeah. And this is television and radio are two areas where experience is everything.
Right.
Experience is everything. But I'm glad that you mentioned that, because now it's on, it's on tape. We have a copy that says that we have these opportunities, volunteer opportunities for our students, especially our mass communication students, but as well, as you said, students who are on campus, who are a student and they're interested, because communications and media is something that you can use in any field.
That's true.
And we've had a couple of students this year and last year especially who were biology, and I think we have a physics major helping us this year, and they, we had our biology major. We miss you, Kendra. She was, a real go-getter.
Yes, and I think it's important to note that UAPB TV, it's a campus station, but we're on Pine Bluff Cable, channel 24, and we have a YouTube channel, and you can just search UAPB Television or UAPB TV, and up pops all these games and city council meetings and everything. So it's not just arbitrary. And UAPB TV also started broadcasting or airing things that come from the White House. So you have the White House updates, NASA, the Centers for Disease Control. All of this stuff can be seen at UAPB TV.
Right. And we recently started a Facebook page also. So
that's right.
Also go to our Facebook page and watch videos as well, or they'll take you, to our YouTube and all of that.
And the radio station is a 50,000 watt station now.
Yes.
Now, you don't have to be from Radio Land to know this is wide coverage. We reach to almost to Memphis. You can hear us in parts of Mississippi and Louisiana, and not quite to Texas, but close. So we have wide coverage, and the students, we encourage people to come out to do interviews. Students, why are you at this campus? What do you like about it? You have to share your positive experiences. We want the department heads to come out and talk about these different majors, and also how you have services that help students.
Right.
So we are constantly appealing and to people to come out.
Right.
So just come out and come on. The alumni, if you're an alumni and you want to come by the radio station and just talk about how you feel like UAPB prepared you, because we did the student interviews, and we also at the TV station started the UAPB Prepare Me commercials.
Right. And, another thing, the television and radio are both streaming, and you can go to those links on the website.
They stream, yes.
And be able to pull those up. I know one of the things that we get calls about all the time, and I refer those calls to you, are about advertising on television and radio.
Right. So we are educational, non-commercial stations. So what it means is we can't advertise, but you can certainly be a sponsor. So if you want to sponsor a show or the station, you want to donate furniture or whatever, you can come do that, and you can have a small honorable mention on the TV station.
Right.
But no advertising. The radio station, we have plenty of opportunities for underwriting. So you can call in, you can donate to the station however you see fit, and we have to do underwriting announcements to notify the public that you did contribute.
Right. And what does underwriting sound like for the radio, because I know you do some of it.
Right.
Lekita actually works for all of these departments.
I do. I come.
That's why she said the pepper out the other day, because she was out there running around with a camera in the hot sun, helping videotape.
It's fun to participate.
Right.
So underwriting announcement could sound like KUAP is sponsored in part by UAPB Television, located at 1200 North University Drive. More information available at 870-575-8000.
Right. And so that's, you know, just something. The reason I want you to say that is because when people call and they say, okay, well, I want to do underwriting, but then they say, I'm having this special this week. That's not
right.
What,
no pricing, no specials, no adjectives is what I say. If you want to be safe, don't use adjectives. You can get your information out there. It's 50,000 watt station. You have this cable TV.
Right.
You can get it out there without pumping prices and a lot of the extra stuff that goes around it that commercial stations can do.
Right. And we do willingly accept all of that sponsorship and underwriting, and that money does not go, unfortunately, to our salaries or anything. It goes, I'm just kidding. It goes to equipment and supplies for our students. Right. And, you know, if we get enough sponsors and underwriters, then like Lekita said, maybe we can knock out a wall.
Right. And things are, you know, like I said, it's Title III funded, but we're equipment heavy, which is one reason we're under technical service. You have to have your networks right. The equipment has to be right. And unfortunately, equipment have mishaps.
Right.
And you have to have service for your equipment. And the radio tower itself needs service.
Right.
And it's a huge tower.
Right.
So this funding goes to help those things.
Right. Before we go, let's talk briefly about PSAs and like the time constraints for getting things out, information out.
So if you want to request, we're a small staff, first of all, I note that, but if you want to request us to come out and film an event, then we need 2 weeks notice, and that way you have a better chance of us being able to accommodate you. And you will really need to send an email in writing. We get a lot of requests for public service announcements. Unfortunately, you can't be really effective with a PSA if you need it filmed and aired for like a week. Right. You need a month really to get it on camera if it's not already ready. And then you need to have time for people to see the PSA and register. And we know human nature, I read somewhere you have to hear something like 25 times to afford to register. So you want to get it here at least a month in advance. And with the PSAs, again, send an email, and we're small staff, so we're out and about a lot, but somebody will get back in touch with you in a timely fashion.
All right. Okay. And so that means that if you need something produced tomorrow and aired, then we probably can't do it.
Right.
It's just,
we would like to, but it's not feasible.
We wish we could, but at this time. But students get involved, and you know, we have volunteer opportunities. You also take volunteers in the printing
shop, and we take volunteers, and here the students film the football games, the basketball games, the volleyball, whatever. They get out, and we send them to other campus events, historical events to film. So.
Right. So when we get more student volunteers, then maybe they can come out and we can get more and more things.
It's not in name only. We put you to work.
Right. Okay. Well, thank you for coming and talking about all of the many hats that you wear in all of our departments under technical services. And we will see you next time on UAPB Current.